My name's Tommy Bowen. I'm the Global Director of Business Operations for the company Telmar. So for us as an organization, we were kind of implementing KPIs, and this is done predominantly on a yearly basis. So we were slightly struggling, I suppose, from a kind of a shorter period of time where we weren't able to kind of hold ourselves a bit more accountable. And that's where we kind of started looking into the market to really understand what were the types of solutions that could help us on a kind of monthly, quarterly, annually basis to really help align us to our goals that we were looking to achieve for the rest of the year. But also then how do you then break them down into slightly more actionable tasks and build out that plan, I think, for us. Yes, we were really looking to kind of transform our company. So we've been around for 52 years and things have been going well, but we really wanted to change things, disrupt it. So not only disrupt the company, but also try and disrupt the market and try and add greater value to our clients. So the kind of the core project was something that we were really looking at was, how do we kind of migrate a lot of our technologies to kind of make it more future-proof, but also then look at becoming better strategic partners. So enabling then, kind of a greater adoption of our technology, as well as then, holding our team accountable. So new management, new technology, and an evolving marketplace. So I think for the kind of the core part was something that would be easy to implement, one that we could also shape it to some of our internal operations and ways of working. And I think the third thing was more around the support of the team. So if there was something that wasn't quite right, or if we wanted to maybe change something, the guys were very understanding and very helpful to either coach us in one way or potentially look at further development. And that's something I had not seen from any other providers. Most seem to be very much off the shelf. Off the shelf, you kind of plug it in. If it doesn't fit, then so be it. So for us, I think it was that flexibility with the system and also the teams working with us. Yeah, and so for us, it's very much around having a collaborative approach. So the kind of the teams that when I joined, we'd had kind of part of the kind of the OKRs, part of the profits on board, which is great. And then how do you look at that further adoption? So what we've really looked to do in the last couple of months now is to kind of have a greater alignment with the team leaders, so heads of department, and then actually get them to work with their teams and a kind of a two-way flow. So one part is from a top-down approach, but also then from the bottom-up approach of with those individuals, what is it they're looking to try and achieve across the goals, across the yearly objectives. And once we had that allowed us to kind of implement that and push that out. And I think probably the last part maybe around also training. So we're constantly evolving our training, and some things are working well, some things aren't. So as we go into Q4 now, that's something now we're looking at. What are the best practices? What's gone well for Q3, and how can we now pull that in and scale that up? I think for us, it's probably actually pulled us a little bit closer together with the pandemic. So the teams were working very, very well before, but I think very much siloed. And so that was something we were trying to, with the struggles of not now being able to go to the office regularly, there was that little bit of a breakdown of communication, the flow of project work. And so using the OKRs, it was a very good way of, if people were getting a little bit depressed, potentially at home, working nonstop, and there's not very much change in that environment, to kind of helping them kind of elevate their thinking. And from that, we've now noticed that with the teams, they're working on those day-to-day projects, but actually, if there is ever a time when projects may not be going so well, we're able to just remind them of what are the bigger tasks, what are those bigger goals, and that's something in our one-on-ones has worked very well.